What's up, everybody? My name's Chris, the Casual Flipper. So as you may or may not be aware, Amazon has set some temporary, we hope, limits on inventory. So a lot of people are scrambling, panicking, a lot of questions, a lot of concern, a lot of mess. A lot of mess is basically what's happening right now. So for myself, I had about 4,000 listings in Amazon active, maybe 5,000 in that kind of ballpark, and they've restricted us to 1,700 units, which obviously essentially neuters the business. So at this current time, we can't send anything in. We're kind of left twirling our thumbs. But this is a time to sharpen your other tools. So, the content side of things, the personal brand, the casual flipper, I can put more focus on. This also teaches us about vulnerabilities of a business. When you have all your eggs in one basket, you're at mercy of that platform. So when all your eggs are on Amazon, your whole business, your whole lifestyle is really at risk of that brand. So it kind of just opens up my eyes to vulnerabilities and diversifying. But not like you diversifying, you think of that often in terms of stocks and stuff like that, but it's equally as important in your business. And that's just a lesson that I just learned. It's something that I wanted to do anyway, but this really just hits it home to the next level. So this limit restriction thing, like I do believe, I don't know, I would hope that in this way it's temporary. I would have always assumed that they would have some kind of system that would limit what people can send in if they're sending stuff that's not selling. In the States with the IPI score, I assumed something like that was coming to Canada. I just didn't think it would be taken to effect without notice in a very dramatic way. So there's a lot of people, it really makes it hard to be full-time. I would almost argue impossible to do this full-time under this current system. And the other thing that's rather interesting is they've only targeted experienced sellers. So everyone that's 9 months and younger is actually unaffected, and they can send in unlimited amount of inventory, which is honestly the most surprising part about all of this. I find that very confusing, but I'm hoping this is a temporary thing. They've said that starting today, which is the 9th, free removals of inventory. So it kind of seems like they shake things up. They rattle everyone's cages. They're going to get rid of a ton of inventory. A lot of people aren't sending stuff in. So over the next month or so, they're going to free up a lot of warehouse space. On top of that, they're building some new ones. So I would hope that this is all just a short-term thing to clear up some space. We'll go into a very hopefully promising next quarter. But at this time, there's not a lot of information out there. It's time to start thinking about pivoting. Moving to the U.S. market is a very real possibility. But in the way of doing it from books gets a little mucky if you're not close to the border. So there's not much I can do, not much I can say. There's been a few people that wanted me to make a video on this, but unfortunately I don't have any special information. I can just speculate. I find it all very strange. I do think it's temporary, but again, I don't really know. But it's definitely for me a time to focus on eBay. Maybe look at doing some of the stuff in the US again. Focus on the content creation side of things, and just have an open mind to other possibilities and see where it takes me. But anyway, guys, I hope this clears things up a little bit. I know there's not a lot I can say or do, but if you're confused, scared, whatever, frustrated, I understand. A lot of people are. I've talked to a lot of people. Everyone's in the same boat, and all we can really do is take the time to reflect and hopefully, set up our businesses going forward in a way that we're not so leveraged by one brand. Anyway, keep crushing it and stay real.